What is up, everybody? It's your girl Juju the Master Manifestor, and I am back with another video.
Doctor, I don't buy no other doctor in this land. I'm a first-class root doctor. I don't buy no other doctor in this land.
What is up, everybody? It's your girl Juju the Master Manifestor, and I am back with another video. So today I'm going to be doing a reading on Lizzo and the allegations that have currently been brought against her, pretty much about her being the opposite of what she preaches. Her whole platform is surrounded by body positivity and being sort of like a catalyst for growth when it comes to plus size women being on TV and LGBTQ community, just being more inclusive of that. But these allegations, let me turn the music down. But these allegations that have came out about her are like big allegations. Like, this is not just small stuff. So she has a couple of her dancers who have made allegations basically saying that they were fired. Well, one was saying she was fired because her size, pretty much, which contradicts. And my thing is, Lizzo, you bigger than her. So, like, be fucking for real. Like, let me find out this shit is real. Like, we finna get into it. I'm not gonna take too much time giving you guys the background or whatever the case may be. If you guys are interested, you can find the videos all over TikTok. Like, people have been posting, like, I can't remember the name, but like the lawsuit, like the files pretty much just says like who pressed charges, what their claims are, and things like that. So there's also a lawsuit against, ooh, and I can't wait to touch on this. It's a lawsuit against, I think her name is Charlene, but she is the dance instructor, and she's being sued for pretty much like trying to force her beliefs on people, which is, this is a subject we got to get into. But pretty much she's like super Christian, and like I went to her social media page and I seen it for myself. It's just like, it's cringy. It's like, you can have your faith, you can have your beliefs, but it's like when your whole entire message is centered around your faith and your spirituality, you need to be about it. Because why are you asking girls to suck bananas and demonstrating yourself doing that in front of people? But she also says things like masturbation it's a sin and stuff like that, you know, just super Christian. And she was saying that, but in the same breath saying that sometimes, what did she say, sometimes she makes oopsies or something like that. Girl, you too fucking old to be talking like that, for one. She just really pissed me off. So let me find the video so I can see what her name is. Let me go to Nosy Bystanders. Y'all have to follow her on TikTok. Nosy Bystanders. So I think this is it.
In her tour, she's currently being sued for claims that she created a hostile work environment where former dancers say that they were weight shamed and harassed. Now we have to get into this story, and again, this is all alleged. Now, according to NBC News, 3 of Lizzo's dancers have accused the singer of harassment and creating a hostile work environment, according to a lawsuit that they filed today. They also alleged that she pressured one of them to touch a nude performer at an Amsterdam show and subjected the group to excruciating audition after leveling false accusations that they were drinking on the job. Now, the dancers also accused Lizzo, a performer who is known for embracing her body positivity and celebrating her physique, of calling attention to one dancer's weight gain and later berating and then firing that dancer after she recorded a meeting because of a health condition. There's more. I'm just, wow. Now, in the lawsuit, lawsuit, Lizzo's dance team captain was accused of proselytizing, which means like trying to recruit to other performers and deriding those who had premarital while sharing lewd fantasies, stimulating, and you can read that, publicly discussing of one of the plaintiffs. Wow. Now the suit does claim that they didn't know if Lizzo knew of the allegations of the dance captain, who goes by the name of Charlene Quigley, but the plaintiffs believe the singer was aware of the complaints about her, according to their lawyer, Ron, and I'm not going to butcher his last name, but here's the last name of one of the attorneys. Now, not just that, but the suit also brings claims of religious and racial harassment, false imprisonment, interference with prospective economic advantage, and other allegations. Now, in the claim, they're saying that the stunning nature of how Lizzo and her management team treated the performers seems to go against everything that Lizzo had. Some of these claims, I'm just gonna shrink myself and please pause to read this claim right here.
It says, at the club, Lizzo allegedly began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas, the suit says. Lizzo then turned her attention to Miss Davis and began pressuring Miss Davis to touch the boobs of one of the nude women. Davis declined, according to the suit, and Lizzo allegedly led a chant goading her to do so. After Davis declined 3 more times, the chant grew louder and more strident, demanding a visibly uncomfortable Miss Davis to engage with the performer. So she ended up engaging, but she was uncomfortable, and that's not okay. Like, if somebody's obviously not comfortable, why would you know what I'm saying? Like, why? What's the reason? Excuse me. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of background information. It's so much stuff, y'all. And then it's just so crazy that her name is Charlene. Let me write her name down. Charlene Quigley. This is the one who's being sued for the religious stuff. It's giving you horny. So it's like, on one hand, you preaching about premarital sex, but on the other hand, you doing all this other shit, and it's just weird. Like, people are so fucking weird. Like, So, my first question is Lizzo innocent? The claims that's been made about her, is she innocent in this situation? Oh wow, the song that wants to play next, Nasty Bitch by Trina. Okay. All right, let's get it. Is Lizzo innocent in these claims that have been made about her? Victory and success. This is a musician, somebody playing, and she plays the flute. She innocent. Rest and rejuvenate. Movement, choices, and decisions. This is a masculine energy. She innocent in these claims that are made about her? Ooh. This card, discontent and boredom. I feel like they are. I feel like this is the type of person that likes to be on the move because of the bullshit that they like to do. But this is somebody that needs to ground themselves. Like, this person is very much so in their masculine energy, because Lizzo is showing up as a man in all of these cards. And I'm not saying she's a man, but I'm saying that she's given a very masculine energy. So when she's around certain people, I feel like she's just like, little people. Like, it's kind of gives that energy, because discontent and boredom, for one, you have the rainbow on the bottom. So this definitely gives some LBGTQ energy. So I don't know her sexuality, but this definitely gives me like, she gets bored easily, but she's successful. Look, 4 4 2 6. So victory and success. This is interesting. So I feel like, yeah, she keeps it moving. She's the type, she makes brutal decisions. Like, if that comes down to firing somebody or letting somebody go, I'm picking up like, she's like quick with that type of stuff. Very in her masculine energy. She's not like the type that's gonna sit and coddle you or be like, oh, I'm so sorry, we have to let you go. It's giving like, you gotta go. I don't know, this is just what I pick up from it. So let me see. It's Lizzo, innocent. Protect your energy, stretch your stuff. Assistance needed, manifest. So this gives like, it again, it's like, this is the stretch your stuff card. It's like confidence. I feel like she has a lot of confidence because of the people around her. She can do this types of stuff. Like, she's kind of built her team to where she can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? It kind of gives me like nothing is gonna change for her in her life just because of this lawsuit. Like, I don't feel like people are gonna act any different towards her. So let me ask, how does she act towards the people around her? Let me start the music back. What is Lizzo's energy around the people around her? So this is like her dancers. Let me ask, what's the energy towards her dancers? No. See, it's like they could go ask her questions. No. Oh. Y'all hear this music? Y'all hear this freaking music? It does give Mean Girl. So no is a complete sentence. It's just like, no, I don't want to hear anything that you have to say. So let me see. Let me ask, what is her energy towards her dancers? How does she treat her dancers? The big girls, how does she treat them? Base chakra. Light. So I feel like, in a sense, she is like showing them the way, at least like opening a door for them, giving them an opportunity. But also the root chakra card coming out lets me know that it's times where they feel like their livelihood is being questioned. So either this is they're getting their check late, or this is like maybe they're not getting a check, or it's just like a threat of not having that stability. So maybe it's like just a sense of, you don't know if you're coming or going, to be honest. Like, you're here, but will you be here tomorrow? Like, it's just like the uncertainty. So I feel like this makes sense. How does she treat her dancers? Let me pull another card. How does she treat her dancers? Look, 3 sheets to the wind, blowing off steam, merriment, rebellion, overindulgence, escape. So she does talk to them like shit. Look, she got the instrument, and this is a drink. So this is somebody that's drunk. This is somebody that's blowing off steam. I feel like she talks to them any kind of way. She don't care about nobody's feelings, which is kind of unfortunate, but I know this is her because she's showing up with the instrument on these cards. What is Lizzo's energy towards her dancers? What is her energy towards her dancers? Whoa. Okay, let's see. One horse town, boredom, Small-mindedness, branch out and move on. Novelty needed. Communication on it. So I feel like there's like a very personal relationship. A sense of...
That's a big idea.
See, I feel like Lizzo thinks because she's giving them an opportunity. See, these songs are very sexual. Yeah, it gives sexual energy. So, again, this boredom is coming out. I feel like Lizzo feels like certain people they're not worth her time or energy to even talk to. Okay. So this is the holler card: communication, honesty, courage, sharing, revelation, surprise, news, text, phone call. So it does give personal, like they can text her and stuff like that. But also with these cards here, it makes me feel like she thinks in a sense like she's mothering them, or some of them are just kind of like immature and not really worth, I don't know. Like I feel like she's giving them an opportunity, but it's also like making them feel like humble. Like trying to humble them is what I'm hearing. This is weird, to be honest. Give me some, give me some. So I feel like she don't, it's definitely a mix between friendship and a mix between, so are we friends or are we co-workers? Are you my boss? Like it's a mix between that. So I can see how that can be a little bit confusing. So the next question is, what is going to be the outcome of this lawsuit? What's going to be the outcome? Cards I want to jump out, but nothing's coming. Where's your voice? It's the throat chakra card. The throat chakra is responsible for communication, self-expression, and the ability to speak your personal truth. They hate my fucking guts, but they love in my pimping. See? Okay, wipe your face. Hate it. Hate it. What is the outcome of the lawsuit? Finest cat hair, attractive woman, good looking, desirable. What's going to be the outcome of the lawsuit? What's going to be the outcome of the lawsuit? I'm not going to say what I was about to say. It's the opulence, baby. So I feel like Lizzo, look, you get the family celebrity card that comes out. So this is one of her ancestors that is looking over her, watching over her. Like, don't get me wrong, like I fuck with Lizzo. I like Lizzo like as a person, but I feel like if this is how she's really treating people, it's not cool. But she's protected spiritually. She has a lot of ancestors around her. I'm seeing like an aunt or a grandmother, but I'm also seeing like a grandfather or great-grandfather who was also like a celebrity. So this would definitely be like a musician or something like that. But this spirit is like, this spirit had a lot to do with her becoming famous. So it's gonna kind of take a lot to knock Lizzo off the map. So how are people going to be acting towards Lizzo? So let me ask, did Beyonce purposely remove Lizzo's name from her performance? Did she purposely remove Lizzo? She purposely? Yeah. Security and stability. It's kind of like Lizzo was locked in with Beyonce and then she wasn't. So I do feel like this is like an increase in decrease in her finances. So this could be like less people coming to her shows or whatever. Spirit, I don't see her getting canceled, but what's the extent of people not really fooling with Lizzo anymore? Ooh, this card flew in my face. Lordy. This how we do it where I'm from. Derby. I do feel like Lizzo could be drinking a lot more, or she could be getting into extracurricular activities. I don't think Lizzo would be doing lean, but I'm seeing Lizzo crashing out, so this could be like hungover. Well, yeah, that's what the card has said. She got the 3 sheets to the wind card, so I could definitely see Lizzo having like a little bit of a drinking problem, just a little bit. Again, being protected, because this says I got my gun on me. I stay ready, clubbing all night, good times. Finally being proud of where you come from, taking a trip home. So I feel like she'll be going home soon. I think Lizzo is from, because this is a southern card, I think she's from Texas. I think she's from Houston. So I see Lizzo coming home for a little bit, possibly doing shows in Houston or something to that extent. Like going where she's appreciated, going where she's loved. That's what I'm hearing. You got the Derby card. Lizzo is still not gonna like miss a beat. So even if she is falling off, you won't know just by looking at her Instagram. She's gonna kind of keep the flashiness in your face. Like, look, they have Birkins and stuff on. She's just gonna be polished. She's just, I feel like Lizzo has saved for a rainy day. So people not fucking with her momentarily, I don't think it's gonna influence her livelihood. Is she gonna fall off financially? Whoa. This card flew across the floor. Look, keep campaigning, you're gonna get elected. Fuck around and find out. Barking up the wrong tree. Last warning. So I feel like if Lizzo don't get her shit together, it is going to be over for her. So I feel like she got one more good chance, because they already, I heard something, I don't want to say it, but I feel like this is one of her ancestors talking. Oh my God. He said, they already don't want your fat black ass up there. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, that cracked me up. Yeah, but that's exactly what this spirit just told me. It's an older man, so this would be the celebrity. So I don't know who this person is. It could be a grandfather, it could be a great uncle, but it would be like on a like an older man for sure. And he was either a celebrity or like a musician. So this could be a dad, this could be a grandfather, whatever the case may be. So listen, they trying to tell her like they already don't like big women. They already don't like black women like that. So they already don't want your ass up there. So get your shit together. And they're also like, they're like pointing at her like, listen, this is your last warning. So if I was her, I would definitely take the advice. Is Lizzo going to change her ways? Look, if you put the truth in the river 5 days after a lie, the truth is going to catch up. I feel like it's going to be a lot of stuff coming out about Lizzo over time. It's a lot of cards that came out. A lot of cards. So I'm going to ask one more time. See what we get. Then I'm going to ask about Charlene. He begging me for the treatment. Is Lizzo gonna change her way? Ooh, Southern hospitality. So yeah, she gonna be going home soon. I feel like she needs to get back grounded with where she comes from. I kind of feel like she's the type that runs away from home, doesn't want to go home. It's like running away from the reality. So maybe it's like certain family members or certain people that are triggering for her to be around. I do feel like she does need to go home though, because her elders are wanting her to reconnect with family tradition. So maybe she's not there on certain holidays or for certain anniversaries or events or whatever the case may be. She's missing out on. Her ancestors really want her to like reconnect, because also she has a lot of bullshit that's going to be like catching up with her. So they're also just like warning her like she needs to go home for a minute. So I don't know if she's going to duck off for a little bit, but she needs to. You see, is she gonna change her ways? Also, if she goes to her ancestors and like does a petition, I think, you know, Lizzo is spiritual, but she needs to do her shadow work though. Like, she needs to do some shadow work, because the way that she treats people is just a reflection of how she feels about herself. So that's the reason she needs to go home. She needs to get back in touch with little Lizzo, and she really needs to like take time to ground herself. So Spirit, give me the overall energy of Charlene, the one who's being accused of the, oh my God, the weird shit. The one that's being accused of the weird stuff with the religious stuff. One thing I hate is a Christian that's trying to convert you to do something. Like, baby, I've been there, done that. Like, it's just like, you know, live in your truth. Let me live in mine. Don't, like, you know what I'm saying? So Spirit, give me the overall energy of Charlene. Look, I'll stomp you 6 floors before hell. Pissed off. This ain't a threat. It's a promise. Final warning. What happens on earth stays on earth. Yep. So this feels like a sense of, look, hard-headed as fuck. You've been warned, but you choose to do things your way. I told you so. So it's like she didn't think this would catch up with her. She didn't feel like her slipping up once or twice, or 3 or 4 times. She didn't think that would catch up with her, but it surely the fuck did. It surely did. It caught up with her. And I do feel like she's mad. She's very upset. Whoever made these allegations against her, how does she feel about the person who made the allegations against her? Adjust your crown. It really threw off, like, she feels like it threw off her connection to God. Like, God isn't pleased with her, and he's not. Girl, God is not pleased with the freak shit, okay? Listen, because one thing about it, like, who is your God? You know what I'm saying? Like, some people have a different version of God, and I feel like God is God. Of course, God is the divine. God is the universe. God is all of that. But it's like, who are you worshiping? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people aren't connected with their beliefs. I feel like their beliefs, that's how you know if a person's really in touch with their beliefs, is if they're just regurgitating things that they heard, or if they're really living what they're talking about. Like, somebody that was really living wouldn't be caught up in something like this. But I feel like this is putting her on Front Street, and I feel like she's more so embarrassed. Like, she kind of feels like her crown has fell off. Like, she was looked at as like a higher up, like she was well respected in her field, and so this feels like a sense of embarrassment. Oh, that's interesting. So how does Miss Charlene feel about these allegations? Look, you get the solar plexus card. Says trust issues, low self-esteem, and self-doubt. A lot of chakra cards coming out. I don't know if she's an earth sign, but she could definitely be an earth sign. You ain't gotta step in shit to know it's there, because you can smell it. I call bullshit obliviousness. Trust your intuition. So yeah, I feel like she's full of shit. Like, Charlene is full of shit. Like, she's out of touch with who she really is. Give me the overall energy of Charlene. How does she act towards the dancers? Look, this root chakra card. Every table has to stand on its own legs. Get it yourself. Codependency. Trust your spirit team. Solid foundation. Root chakra imbalance indicated. So Charlene also plays into this whole energy that Lizzo does. Like, how it's like your spot is not guaranteed. And I understand it. Like, within the dancing community and stuff like that. Like, you don't want anybody to get too comfortable. But if this has been the same team for 2-3 years, which I don't know, I'm just listening to what Spirit is saying. If this has been the same team, same routine for multiple years, why is that still, like, people shouldn't be having to look over their shoulders or feel like they're not secure within their job. Like, that's just not a good feeling. So I hear Charlene, and I also see her just kind of like being like kind of rude and kind of mean. So when she did have moments where she was being more promiscuous, the girls looked at it as, oh, this is her fun side. This is her, you know, bubbly side, so I'm just gonna take what comes with that. But also it gives me little abuse, and I feel like her and Lizzo, they really need to do their shadow work, because it's like a sense of what they saw in their childhood, what they didn't like, whether it was abuse or narcissism. It's like they're showing that mirror right back to those girls. So Charlene, that's her moment to really spread that Christian mindset stuff. Not to say it's bad, it just depends on how it's delivered, and it depends on the circumstances. Like, nobody wants to go to work and have to hear that BS all day. Like, let people have their beliefs, you know what I'm saying? And some of them probably were Christian, but it's like, you shouldn't be trying to convert people. Like, that's not your job. Like, let people be. You don't know what people have been through in their life, so, you know, just let people be. Something's going to resonate for somebody, God is going to tell them. They'll know what to do. They don't need you doing it. You know what I'm saying? They don't need you giving them a message. Whatever. But anyways, what is Charlene's energy towards the dancers? Breaking generational curses ain't easy, but somebody had to do it. Arthritis. So, health issues. So, I feel like she's kind of, she says stuff like, so like, she probably would be somebody that has something to do with the girls being fired for gaining weight and stuff like that. She's going to bring up stuff about health and how you have to be healthy to dance, and how she's been in this career for all this time, and she sees girls come and go. Like, I'm hearing this. Like, I'm hearing the conversations. I'm hearing, like, and I'm also seeing her and Lizzo pulling people aside and kind of making it like a professional thing, but it's not really. What you say is how you say it and how you make people feel. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like Ariana, which is Davis. Ariana, I think her last name is Davis. The one that is suing. The one who has the allegations that they fired her for gaining weight. So that's Ariana. So she also said that, well, she's a virgin, and Charlene would always bring that up, like, in front of other people, and just, she was like kind of fixated and fascinated with the fact that she was a virgin, and she would always use that and talk about that. And for virgins, that's embarrassing. Like, they don't want people knowing that. Like, yes, it's a good thing, but it's like, that's embarrassing. You know, they don't want to have to, like, that's just not your place to be telling people's business. So that's just weird. As a Christian woman, you gotta, like, have some decorum. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have nothing wrong with Christians. I have nothing bad to say about Christians. It's just certain people. Like, live what you preach. That's all I care about, because I live what I preach. Like, this is every day for me. So it's not like a turn off and turn on switch. Like, this is me. So I expect the same out of somebody that's trying to convert me to what they got going on. Like, or somebody that is trying to make me feel bad, or trying to put me down because of something that they're probably doing, or worse. So that's where the issue lies. So everything's a mirror. So you have to, like, do your shadow work and really understand, like, what you believe in, and if your beliefs resonate with who you are. Have you explored your sexuality? Have you explored who you are as a woman? Have you explored that side of yourself without feeling guilty? No, you're just regurgitating stuff that you heard. You're just regurgitating information that is not going to resonate with every single person. Some people are more tapped in, so you can't regurgitate certain stuff. It's not going to resonate. Some stuff is just going to sound like what it is, bullshit, point blank period. So Miss Charlene, get your shit together, respectfully, allegedly. This is the reading on the Lizzo lawsuit. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know if it resonated. Are you shocked about what's going on? What do you feel about the reading? But thank you guys for watching. This is Juju the Master Manifester, and I am out.